everybody, and welcome to Stellos Stadium in Nashua. It's Battle of the Bridge 2019, the fall edition, and we've got boys soccer coming up. Nashua High North hosting Nashua High South here at Stellos. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. We have our A-team on camera here on Nashua ETV to bring you all the action this afternoon. And Tom, we have the South team coming in with a record of 7-2, North 5-3-1, but the rivalry game, we know anything can happen.
That's just it. Anything can happen. And Nashua North's got a strong team. Nashua South's got a strong team. Something's got to give here today. South, Tom Bellin has been very confident that he has a top 4 team. He's got some players that are back like Jacob Dushire and Emmanuel Orozco that they can handle it. North started the season out strong. Then I saw some cheeks in the armor when they played against Alva, and they had a little bit of trouble getting a push and getting a physical style of play. But they still have a lot of talent, and they've won a couple of games recently. So this could be anybody's game, John. I think this may be, other than what field hockey was, the most evenly matched battle of all the varsity sports.
Interesting. Goaltender for North will be Simon Costa. He'll be in the goal to our right. We're underway, and it is Leo Capico who is defending the goal to our left for Nashua High South. South, of course, in the all-white uniforms, and North, the boys of North, are in the dark navy blue uniforms. So 40-minute halves in New Hampshire high school girls and boys soccer, and we are underway. Both of these teams able to score. I was looking at the 9 games to date, and South's put up 36 goals, so you could say they're averaging about 4 goals a game.
They've got a lot of talent. What South needs to do is to be able to beat the upper echelon, which right now has been Manchester Central and Londonderry. They've lost to both of them 2-0 and 2-1.
And North, on the other hand, they've scored about 21 goals or so in their 9 games, so averaging closer to 2 or maybe 3 goals a game. As South looks to strike first. Number 18 for the Panthers is Emmanuel Orozco, one of the more talented players that they have. Lucas Diaz, number 10, also figuring to get a lot of touches up front for the Panthers. Capico scoops this one up. Riley Olson, one of the defense players that'll be key here. Bottom of your screen to the left, number 3 for the Panthers. Header, Gabe Buxton, number 14 for the Titans. In a prominent midfield position as he marks Chris C.J. Daw. Daw hands it off to Emmanuel Orozco near side. Orozco with the fancy footwork. Actually put Daniel Guzman down there, but Guzman staying with him, making life difficult for Orozco. There's a curler in the middle from the end line. Foot race. South's going to win that one as it's a loose ball near sideline. And ushering it out of bounds, the Titans with the throw-in. Good teamwork. Number 15 for North is Aiden Castro. And back to the defender, Ryan Downing, number 4. He kicks it on the right sideline with some space. Quinn Helger is number 10 for North. Not quite sure if the number 10 is as coveted at the high school level as it is in the pros, but often in soccer you'll see that number awarded to the team's highest scorer or offensive MVP. 50-50 ball in the middle of the field. Doing battle, Lucas Diaz for South, number 10, and Aiden Castro, number 15 for North. And again, those two players were squared off briefly. Circling around is Diaz. Chris Daw, CJ kicks it on up ahead. Mad scramble, the goalie's off his line, and the shot and a goal! An early goal. It was C.J. Daw from distance. An ill-advised decision by the goaltender. And you can see he's way out off his line. Simon Costa got caught. And making him pay was C.J. Daw. 1-0. The Panthers are on top. And as early a goal as we have ever seen in the Battle of the Bridge. That one coming with 36:28 showing on the clock.
You're right, John. He just got caught outside a little bit, and you can't do that against Nashua South. They'll shoot quickly. They won't waste time. They won't let the ball settle. They'll shoot very quickly.
Great opportunity for the Titans. The whistle blows. What do we have? Do we have a penalty kick? We may have a penalty kick here. And this could give a tie game this quickly. And I think we do.
Well, let's see.
Pointing to the spot is the official, and the players are going to clear out.
They are going to kick it.
Wow, furious action here early. Joao Santana to take the penalty kick for North. So
now that call in the girls' game was a push from behind.
A push from behind. So it was body contact.
In the penalty area. So what this is, I don't know. And
goal.
It's a goal.
1-1. Santana. We are not even 5 minutes into this game, 4 minutes and 8 seconds to be exact, and we have a 1-1 game.
Goals what, 30 seconds apart?
Yes. One was 36:28 on the clock. This was 35:52. And here's that replay of the penalty shot, and really no chance.
No chance at all.
Yeah. Leo Capico guessed to his right. The shot was to his left as we return to live action here on Nashua ETV. A great look down on the field through our Nashua ETV lens. Beautiful day for soccer. The shadows are long because the sun's going down earlier and earlier as we play here on October 5th of 2019, but it was a cloudless day. Beautiful blue fall sky above. The girls of Nashua South won the earlier game 2-0 over North to narrow the Battle of the Bridge deficit to 1. It's 8-7-1 is how the Battle of the Bridge for the fall stands. So South boys need to win here to tie it all up. North with the 8-7-1 edge at the moment, and all the sports combined. So a goal kick for the Titans. What a fast and furious start it was to this game. Simon Costa, the North goaltender, getting caught off his line, and then a foul in the box by the Panthers, yielding a penalty shot goal for the Titans. Joao Santana. Santana Neto. A sprint near sideline. Good job on defense there by South's number 1, C.J. Daw. And also number 2, Daniel Miranda in on the stop down below. Miranda tried to kick that throwing away, and it went off of a Titan player, Colin McMahon, and out of bounds. Throwing intercepted. Titans trying to come up with some more instant offense. Ball to the far side. Might have been a handball last time that produced that penalty kick. It happened so fast in the long shadows. Through traffic. Is he onside? Goal? No goal. Offside. Ahead of the defenders, in between the last defender and the goaltender. And here you see it just offside. Great job on the replay to our Nashua ETV crew. And Joseph Morris would have had a goal, but he was ruled offside. So it's still a 1-1 game. The Titans putting the pressure on after surrendering that early goal. 7 minutes of exciting action into the contest. Dangerous ball into the box, headed away by C.J. Daw. And/or Daniel Miranda. Plays it on up to Daw. Near side. Number 18 is Emmanuel Orozco going to work. Almost a nice no-look pass to Daniel Miranda. Miranda off the side of his foot into the middle, and a great bid to set up teammate Max Lopez. Lopez lurking right at the top of the box. And fortunately for the Titans, he really didn't get a good foot on that. Simon Costa, the goaltender for North, intercepts. Long kick down the field and headed away by South. Near side, Daniel Miranda for the Panthers. Up ahead to Orozco. Emmanuel Orozco in the middle, being marked closely by Aiden Castro. Near side now, Daniel Miranda. Miranda curls it in the middle into traffic, and it's booted away. Miranda going the header route now. The Titans and Panthers trading possession here in the Titans defensive zone. Just heading it out of bounds, trying to get a defensive reset. The Titans throw in for South. Daniel Miranda, number 2, goes by a few people before it lands on the foot of Aiden Castro. Castro to midfield. Ball bouncing off a few players. Daniel Miranda slides it over to Daw, the goal scorer earlier. 4 minutes and 4.5 minutes into the game, C.J. Daw scored the game's first goal. In the corner, throw in for the Panthers. This is Daniel Miranda looking for an open teammate. He's going to launch it right down the sideline over the head of Daw, and it lands on the foot of North's Gabe Buxton. Boot on up ahead. Nice stop by the Titans, but intercepting the forward pass. The Panthers keeping the pressure on in the offensive end. Out of bounds off of South. The Titans with a throw in. Gabe Buxton. Good job at controlling that throw in by Joe Morse, number 3 of the Titans. He boots it on up the right side. Good sprint, Colin Miller. Miller with some space. Faked the shot, put the brakes on, slides it into the middle. Aiden Castro couldn't get a shot away. He was in an advantageous spot, but he had a couple of defenders blocking his path. Throw in for North. In the shadows, far side. The hedges turning a lovely shade of crimson in the foliage season that we've now entered. Titans with a free kick in a nice spot on the field to possibly set up a dangerous kick into the middle. Players anticipating that, gathering about 20 yards out from Capico. That's a floater, and Capico forced to come out and play it. Not able to punch it away completely. Joe Morse had a chance at it, number 3 for the Titans, after the ball came down off the mitts of the South goaltender. Still a 1-1 game, 28-29 remaining in the first half. 1-1 contest. Kick comes to midfield, and sending it right back from whence it came are the Titans on the attack. Good step up and intercept for South's Luke Diaz. Number 10, South gaining ground rapidly. Down the field they go. That's a low liner, and forced to field it on a skip hop was Simon Costa. The North goaltender made easy work of that in the end. Goal kick. He punts it. It's going to come down just short of midfield. Players jostling for position, and South doing a good job of winning that ball. Intercepted by Joao Santana, the goal scorer for the Titans on that penalty kick. Orozco had it momentarily, gets it back on a nice feed from Daniel Miranda. Orozco has his pocket picked by Gabe Buxton, but Buxton lost it out of bounds. Miranda with the throw in. C.J. Daw scored from just about that spot on the field earlier. Curling it in front and across. We haven't had our game's first corner kick yet. Jake Dukeshire, number 17, with one of his first touches in the match. Almost 15 minutes into it. South trying to break through the wall of defenders for North. They can't. And booting it away. Nice job, the Titans, to change the complexion of the game. Go from far right to far left. Ball out of bounds off South, and now a throw in for North. The mass substitution here. 3 new players trotting out onto the pitch. 1, 6, and 17 would be Preston Thompson, Matthew Urea, and Alex Davidovich on to the pitch and into the game for the Titans. Fresh legs, and Alexander Davidovich plays it back to midfield. This is Ryan Downing. Oh, an errant pass there. A chance for a South breakout, but a bit of a miscommunication between South's frontline players. C.J. Daw couldn't quite control it, and now he's jostling for position with North's Matthew Urea, and Urea wins the battle, gets the throw in on the offensive side of midfield. The Titans with it. Gabe Buxton fires it in. Flick on header ends up going straight up in the air off the head of Colin McMahon. In the middle, chance for the Titans to press the issue. Quinn Hilger is number 10 for North. In the middle, and a diving save by Capico just in the nick of time. You saw the Titans defender right on his doorstep here on the replay. Oh, there's the kick by North's number 12, Colin McMahon, and then Matthew Urea looking to follow up, and was foiled by the diving stop of Leo Capico. Nice play by the South netminder, keeping it a 1-1 contest. Under 25 minutes to go, first half. It's been an exciting first half to this point. We are well past wondering if it's going to be scoreless. 1-1 is the score. South struck first, and less than a minute later, North earned a penalty kick and evened things up. 1-1. Down the sideline it goes. Nice parallel to the sideline pass, but unfortunately South not able to connect with it. Substitution on the fly. Into the game for South is number 19. Of course, not on the roster as far as we have it. We've got a 18, Emmanuel Roscoe. We've got a 21, Ananth Rangan. Loose ball midfield played by the Titans. Maybe a little bit of jersey grabbing going on. North retains possession for the moment. Give and go passes. South intercepts. Some hard body contact near midfield there, and Titans with it. Return pass. Determined to kick it across the middle there was Matthew Urea, but he had some space to the near side if he wanted to turn and dribble a bit. Brian Downing, number 4, he's intercepted. Far side with it is Jake Dukeshire. Dukeshire making a move, but 2 defenders, 1 too many. As Dukeshire lost the handle on that rush. This one hits the back of a Titan defender. Dangerous ball here for South. They're trying to make progress. Making Simon Costa, the North goaltender, a bit nervous. The hesitation dribble by Daniel Miranda kicks it right on goal, and it ends up being a kindly lob into the waiting arms of Simon Costa. Gently falling to the North goaltender, nothing challenging. A few contested headers as the ball bounces along. Titans finally do settle it. Alex Davidovich kicks it down the sideline. Still haven't had a corner kick. And this might be it. No, he saved it, did he? It's going to be a throw-in instead of a corner? Let's see. Yeah, it's a throw-in. It's good work by the Panther defense to keep that ball from going over the end line. And they steal the throw-in quickly. On the move, the Panthers of Nashua South entering the game with a record of 7-2. Bedford and Hanover are atop the New Hampshire Boys Division I soccer standings at 9-0, both undefeated in 9 games. Bedford and Hanover. Right behind them is Central, 8-1, and then your Nashua High South Panthers in 4th place with a record of 7-2. North not far behind them. North is in 7th place with a record of 5-3-1. Wyndham and Timberlane have good boys soccer teams this season, both 6-2. South coming off a win in their most recent game before this. No, that was North coming off the win. 3-2 against Salem on Tuesday. South is actually trying to bounce back from only their 2nd loss of the season, 2-0 at Londonderry on Tuesday. In the middle, first corner kick, and a save is made by Capico. So good bid by North. They almost took advantage of the game's first corner kick, but could not, as South's defenders crowded the box and took a goal away from the Titans. South moving it. 14:45 to go in the first half in a 1-1 contest. Ball settles onto the foot of Lucas Diaz. Matthew Urea, number 6, got a toe on it. A lot of midfield turnovers here, and South looking for a chink in the armor of the Titans. South looking to mount their first scoring attack for the first time in a while. Not able to do it. North just swarming whoever possesses the ball. Now with some space. Gabe Buxton heading it back toward midfield, though. Trying to beat 2 defenders. Out of bounds off the Panthers. Number 4 for North is Ryan Downing. And the throw in for number 14, Gabriel Buxton. Joseph Morris, number 3, on up ahead to his counterpart. Number 3, Riley Olsen intercepts and gives it over to Leo Capico for a goal kick. Gets it across midfield. Ethan Amata, number 14, over there to collect, but lost it out of bounds, and it'll be a Titans throw in. Misread the clock there in the sunshine. Thought it was 14:45. It was actually 18:45 remaining. So now we're under 18 minutes to go in the first half. Throw in for the Titans. Operating with his back to the goal is Colin McMahon. That one almost got into the near corner to Matt Urea, who would have had a lot of space to work with, but a good intercept by the Panthers. Back on the attack, Colin McMahon hands it off to Joseph Morse, number 3. He's going to play it back to Gabe Buxton. Buxton lines up a low line drive pass that's intercepted immediately. Buxton faking his intent to go to the middle and back-heeled it off of the shin guards of Sebastian Colo, number 9 for the Panthers. Or maybe that was number 1. Actually, that was C.J. Daw. South with the throw-in. In the middle. Titans trying to line up a shot, couldn't quite get one off. South defense clamping down, shielding the ball nicely. Emmanuel Orozco, number 18. Pass into the middle. Max Lopez. Lopez operating. Long shot. Costa catches it at his feet. 16 minutes and 5 seconds to go first half as Costa's goal kick reaches midfield and South goes right back on the attack. Gabe Buxton with an ambitious ball down the field, a foot race in the middle, a chance for Alex Davidovich, but the squeeze was on as the 2 defenders for South made it difficult for Davidovich to get past with possession. Through the gate. Password encrypted goal there for the Panthers. Good defense, and Capico's kick well past midfield. Nice header. South with possession. Deep ball. Costa's going to win this race to the bouncing lead pass and diffuses the threat. We are 25 minutes into the first half, a 1-1 contest. South struck first. Just 4 minutes in, or 3 minutes and 32 seconds into the contest. C.J. Daw got the goal. And then Joao Santana answered back with a penalty kick goal for the Titans, and that's the scoring, 1-1. Gabe Buxton back to get it. He's going to let it go over the end line for a goal kick. See if we have some more substitutions here. Not that I can tell. So North boots it to midfield and South sends it right back. In the middle, Emmanuel Orozco looking for the return feed. Orozco getting loose behind the defenders, but nothing that he could control. It was a bounding ball. It's going to be a corner kick though. One of the Titans defenders got a piece of that ball before it bounced beyond the reach of Titans goaltender Simon Costa, and it looks like Emmanuel Orozco is going to take this corner kick for the Titans. So next best opportunity to break this 1-1 tie belongs to South on this corner kick. South's Emmanuel Orozco bends it in, punched away by Costa. Second chance opportunity, no, it goes over the bar off the left foot of Ethan Amata. A very nice bid there by Emmanuel Orozco to bend that one right into the mug of the goaltender, Simon Costa, who was forced to punch it away. out of the danger zone. Any kind of a flick header there would have probably gotten past the Titans goalie. So North with a goal kick, immediately knocked down. And South will have a throw in. South keeping the pressure on here in the last few minutes. As we look to our right, the Titans on defense and South on offense. That one didn't quite go according to plan for the Panthers, out of bounds. Gabe Buxton flings it in. Joe Morse down the sidelines, a nifty play, return pass. Morse is onside, he heads it into the middle, trying to maintain possession. He does, kicks it. It's going to be an easy save though for Capico. Needed one more pass or to load up on the shot a little bit better. Joe Morse with a great individual effort there, down the sideline and coming off the sideline into the center of the field. Panthers on the run. There's a heavy collision. Gabe Buxton on defense for North. And the offensive player, Matt Kiesling, hit the deck. That's a free kick that Kiesling has earned for his team. So South, Daniel Miranda lining it up with plenty of space to look at as he looks to bend it into one of his teammates. Instead, it's a North defender that heads it away. Steps up to greet the free kick. Loose ball, give and go passing. Opportunity for South, and it's going to roll, kept in. Good job by Matt Kiesling. Try to feed it to his teammate near top of the box. Ethan Amata had it taken away. And that's going to be a call that goes against Orozco, holding his left hip after that collision. Is the Titans number 7, Joao Santana, your goal scorer, still smarting. His left hip and his right shoulder did not feel too good after that bodily contact there. He's going to need a few moments to collect himself on the sideline. Free kick for the Titans. A hard-earned free kick, if you ask Joao Santana. Colin Miller into the game, and Santana taking a rest. That's a long ball all the way down to Capico, forced to play it. Good boot into the rectangle, and Leo Capico is going to punt this goal kick way past the midfield stripe. Titans were ready to play it. South on the attack. Trading possessions. Jake Dukeshire, number 17, plays it down into the corner in the middle, and good defense there by Daniel Guzman, number 5 for the Titans. Turns that would-be pass or shot away. Throw in for South with 9.5 minutes left to go in the first half. A 1-1 game, all tied up. The scoring happened early in the first 4 minutes. Or in the 5th minute, as I think they say in soccer scorekeeping. And it was a CJ Dog goal in the regular run of play, followed by a penalty shot goal by Joao Santana. South scored first. Titans tied it up quickly. And that's where we've stayed. There's a ball right in front, and the Titans defenders do a good job of heading it away from the goal line. Congratulating each other on their teamwork there were Simon Costa, the goaltender, and Gabriel Buxton, the big backline defender for the Titans. But the South Panthers threatening to score again, and it's a goal! What a brilliant goal by the Panthers. Right after the nice save was made. It is going to be, I think, well, we'll watch it. I believe it's number 14. Number 14, for the Panthers. Ethan Amata with a beautiful finish. Sliding that one past Simon Costa from in close quarters. Ethan Amata scores the game's second goal. Quick strike there. The Titans just did not get the ball away from their goal successfully after the nice save was made on the corner kick. South continued to press their advantage, and Amata got just a seam of an opening and slid it into the far side of the net. Buxton stepping up to head the ball forward, but Panthers on the move. Buxton coming up from his defense line. 2-1, South leads it. Buxton trying to beat everybody to the ball. Simon Costa gets there first, the North goaltender, to avoid what would have been a 2-goal advantage, our first 2-goal advantage of the game for South. Teams trading possession in the South defensive end. Near side. Matt Kiesling, number 4 for South. There's a foul from behind as Aiden Castro hits the deck. Max Lopez got whistled. Free kick for the Titans as we hit the 7-minute mark. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Titans trying to get a shot away. They'd love to do what they did earlier, which is get the tying goal almost immediately after South's score. They did it by way of a penalty kick that first time. South's had 2 nice finishes for goals in the course of regular play. Here comes the Panthers. Nope. Gabe Buxton, those long strides, puts the brakes on, back heel, fancy footwork by the big man, and gets the return pass. Good decision in space in the middle. The Titans, some nice ball movement, spreading the field. Up on ahead, and almost threading the needle to spring Joseph Morris, but a couple of Panther defenders sandwiched the ball. Back on the move, Preston Thompson for North, number 1, over the end line. Is it a corner kick or a goal kick? It's a goal kick. Finally defended by South. Leo Capico for the 7-2 Panther boys soccer team. He's going to boot this one away. Down the field it goes. South trying to bounce back from that 2-0 loss to Londonderry on Tuesday. As the whistle blows, a free kick for the Panthers. Almost a football tackle there by the Titans, then getting a little bit of a talking to by the official is Joseph Morse. Play resumes. South will boot it. Long, lazy arcer. It's headed on forward. South has it. There's a kick from distance. Actually, it was a South player that got in the way of that kick by Anath. There's in front, and the shot. Save is made. What a tremendous save by one of the back line players. We have an offside. Let's look at this again. I believe this may have been number 9 for the Titans that came up with the stop. No, it was on the back line. You pick out the player that deserves the credit here. I believe the young man who made that save, looking at him, he's got his number. Number 6 for North, Matthew Urea saves the day. Urea on the goal line was goaltender down and out to his right. Made the huge stop to keep it a 2-1 contest. South almost went up by 2 goals right there. It's as close as you can come. A save by a non-goaltender, Matthew Urea. Get his body in the way of that one. Tremendous. The mad scramble. South looking hungry for more goals. They scored 36 goals over the last 9 games, so they're not going to be content with just 2 as they keep the pressure on. 4:20 left in the first half. This one also played toward the box. Now South with another chance here. Lining up a shot potentially from the side. Matt Kiesling in the middle. Kicked away by the Titans. Right into the danger zone once again. Opening up all kinds of opportunities for each other. The Panthers producing scoring opportunities galore here in the first half. A couple players trading passes. Matt Kiesling and Lucas Soros, number 22. There's a nice hard kick from distance. I believe that was the goal scorer from earlier, Ethan Amata, that launched that one. Amata looking for his 2nd goal of the game with that bid, but it flew high over the crossbar with a lot of velocity attached to it. 3:06 to go in the first half. Goal kick for Simon Costa. He'll yield the honors to one of his defenders. Gets the ball out to midfield where it's promptly intercepted by the Panthers as they continue to ratchet up the pressure, seeking their 3rd goal of the game. Titans do have a goal, but it came via a penalty kick. North settle the ball. Lead pass. The sprint is on. Potential for Joseph Morse to get there first and maybe get a shot away, but no. Does produce a throw-in deep in the south end. They'll be keeping the time on the field shortly as we work our way down to the 2-minute mark. 2:15 now and counting down. The Titans about to throw in the long shadows below us. That is Joao Santana, who got that penalty shot goal. His throw-in is intercepted by the Panthers, and we are now seeing the time kept on the field by the officials. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. We have played 30 minutes of the first 40-minute half of this game, and it's a 2-1 South advantage. Goals by C.J. Daw and Ethan Amata for South. Should be a 3-1 game if it was not for the tremendous save by Matt Urea. North's on the move. Just over a minute remaining. Good steal by South. Turned defense into some instant offense. Gabe Buxton on a freight train there, running into a South player, and South player running into him. The net result, Panther possession, midfield. Good change of direction and a way to find his teammate, Matt Kiesling. About 45, 50 seconds or so left to go in the first half. A chance, an opportunity for another, or enough time for another South shot here if they can corral it. Instead, nice footwork by North's Aiden Castro, number 15, to dribble the ball away from the Panther attackers, and now it's Titans on the attack. That's the end of the first half. South leads 2-1 as we take a break. 40 minutes of soccer remain here at Stellos Stadium in Nashua. There's your score. South is on top here at Amata Field. John Collins along with Tom King. We'll be back with the exciting second half conclusion of this one after this break on Nashua ETV.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Battle of the Bridge, boys soccer style. I'm Tom King. John Collins will be with us in a moment. We are at halftime, just about ready to start the second half. 2-1 in favor of Nashua South. Now, South is trailing 8-7-1 in the 17-event competition. Should they win this game and hold on to win this game, the tiebreaker would be the cheerleading competition, which is the first Sunday in November. It's the state cheerleading competition. So that's where the tiebreaker would be. So the Titans will take it and then turn it over now for Nashua South. South in white, they'll be moving right to left on your TV screen. And they trail, or they lead 2-1. John, who got that goal for South, the wide shot that was just out of the reach of the goaltender?
That was Ethan Amata, Tom. Came up big for the Panthers on that great opportunity, made the most of it. South has had 2 of their goals in regular play. North, of course, got their only goal through a penalty shot. Camera crew, Tim O'Neill, Frank Wallen, Jim McLean capturing all the action. Executive producer Pete Johnson next to us manning the controls. A fast and furious open to this game. A couple goals scored seemingly right away. C.J. Daw for South and the penalty shot goal for Joao Santana for North. And then we had a big gap in between. A lot of chances. Finally the finish by Ethan Amata to give South.
Couple of chances, but South's skill over the final, I'd say, 18 to 20 minutes of that half took over.
Yes. And we were looking to our right quite a bit.
Yes.
During that time. Now we may be looking to our left if the same pattern holds. South in the offensive end right now, producing a corner kick here early. So immediately ramping up the pressure in the opening minutes, and a try for a header off the corner kick doesn't materialize. North able to clear it away. You can see very well the long shadows here at Stellos right now. This game started at about 3:45. Gets dark, what now, 6?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. So in the later stages of this game, the whole field will probably be in shadow. South again with possession, stringing some passes together. North trying to change the perspective here, get the ball in the offensive zone, but again, South stands in the way and quickly turns defense into some instant offense. Out of bounds near side, South throw in. Tom Bellin coaches South, and his team had to be happy with the 2-1 lead at halftime.
Yeah, but
there's a shot and outside.
Wide. They probably thought they should have had more.
Yes, not happy, I'm sure, and it shows in the instant pressure to start the second half that they were on the attack looking for that insurance goal or more. Goal kick for the Titans from their own end. And to midfield it goes. Teams jostling and trading possession, and that's a foul that goes against the Panthers. Come on, North, make it happen. One of the Titans fans are urging the team, and they should keep in mind they're just one goal away from tying this thing up and potentially coming through with a comeback win.
Doesn't take much.
Nope. That's a corner kick.
There you go, see?
Good work by Colin Miller. And he'll have a corner kick to our right. Good look at the Amata Field scoreboard above Colin Miller as he lines this one up. And the whistle blows. Oh, it was a violation against North in the box before that thing even landed. So opportunity missed there for the Titans. Leo Capico is the goaltender for South. He's lining up the goal kick at the top of his box, the yellow rectangle there right in front of him. Headed back toward Capico by the Titans. A couple of defenders getting in the way, though, of Joseph Morse. Back it goes. Number 4 for the Titans. Ryan Downing kicks it on up ahead, trying to connect with Joao Santana. Excellent defense being played back there by the Panthers to clear it away. No threat developing. Gabe Buxton, number 14, has had a lot of touches on defense for North. Stalwart of the back line. Out of bounds, far sideline off of the Titans.
South's just got to keep moving it and pushing it.
And North needs to prove they can score on something other than a penalty kick.
Right, I think what the Titans need to do is they need to win the ball more at midfield all of a sudden. See,
centering pass right
there's
through.
Another chance.
And collecting it near sideline is North. They kick it up into the middle to nobody in particular, though, and South takes full advantage, stealing the ball. In the middle, that's going to be a handball on the offense. Max Lopez accidentally got his arm on that to knock it down, so the whistle blows. And Daniel Guzman kicks it way over the midfield stripe and promptly stolen back by South. Hard kick there by Ryan Hadush, and he hit the up man, Joseph Morse. Looked like he felt the blow of the ball. Doesn't want to come out. Joe Morris gave the cut sign, like, I want to stay out here.
Right.
Substitution made. And Preston Thompson into the game for North, number 1. Throw in for the Titans. Ball booted high in the air. See this a lot with turf games, the high bounces. Happens in the grass games too, but not quite as exaggerated.
The turf game is a faster game, and that favors South.
North gotta find out a way to sneak one by Leo Capico, and also sneak one by this strong backline defense. They are very alert to any threats that North have mounted. Trying to squeeze a player through onside is a near impossibility to this point for the Titans. Panthers stringing some passes together here. Lucas Diaz, number 10, and player hits the deck. Gabe Buxton. Did he get whistled for that? Because that would be a free kick in a really nice spot, but no, it's just a throw-in. Player fell on their own accord. The officials rule. Backheel pass attempt by C.J. Daw, trying to find, I believe, Ethan Amata, his teammate. North intercepts. Back on the attack are the Panthers. In the middle of 4 or 5 defenders was Max Lopez, number 15. Good look at him. Jake Dukeshire catches a Titan player from behind, steals the ball, and now South on the attack, weaving their way through a maze of blue, trying to get a shot away. They do get a shot away, and a save is made by Simon Costa.
The question is, how much longer can North survive playing a defensive game? At some point, they're going to have to release the Hounds.
Yeah.
And push. I don't see any other way for them.
Yeah, at the moment, they're having a hard time just getting the ball
out
of their own
no doubt
side
about
of the field.
Yep.
Lucas Diaz operating against a triple team now, and he flicks one ahead. Nice decision. He's able to develop a possible play.
There's a shot right here. It's gonna, he had a whole area and just couldn't convert. Good defense, good recovery by the Titans on that.
Shot just went to the left. Goal kick for the Titans, trying to come out of their own end. A difficult proposition for them right now. South really has ratcheted up the pressure offensively. Even with the 2-1 lead, you would think that they were the ones trying to come from behind instead of being up 2-1. As we've looked to the left for most of the second half, we are more than 10 minutes into the second half, 40-minute halves in New Hampshire high school boys and girls soccer, and we are at the 28-20 mark, counting down, 28-20 remaining. So 11 and a half minutes in. Middle, South opportunity, taking it deep. Jake Dukeshire into the corner, still has it.
He's the one. He's the one you really have to be careful of. He put a bullet earlier on North, right near the end of the first half.
We have a corner? Yes, we do.
Yep.
Number
it's
11.
hard to tell sometimes with all that maneuvering who's going to be the last to touch it.
Pat Hyde is taking the corner kick for South. As he rolls it to the spot. Looks like he's going to use his left foot. And it's immediately intercepted. Not a good corner kick that time, as it had no elevation and hit the closest Titan defender. North moving to midfield, but they surrender possession. South just has a little bit more skilled footwork in tight quarters, producing more results, more recovered loose balls, more progress, more ability to string passes together. But it is still a 1-goal game, thanks to that terrific goal line save by non-goaltender Matthew Urea earlier, who was on the goal line with his teammate and goaltender Simon Costa down and out to his right, and just stopped a point-blank shot from in tight to keep it a 2-1 game at that time, and it's 2-1 still. Free kick for the Panthers. So many Panther players were going down the field. They almost forgot that somebody's got to take the free kick, and that turns out to be Riley Olson, who retreats to line it up. Boots it way down the middle, and that's going to be whistle against South, and Jake Dukeshire disagrees with the call, it appears, but he went up on the back of one of the Titan defenders to try to get it. A missed attempt, but he got whistled. Kick by Daniel Guzman goes about 60 yards and nearly produces a scoring chance. Momentary fumble there by South's defense, puts the ball on the foot of Joseph Morse.
And they're upset that that's the case.
Yep. So it's a throw-in for the Titans.
Lucky that it wasn't a corner kick if they'd gone any deeper.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a throw-in.
Kick.
It's going to be a free kick, which is why their frustration on South.
Uh-huh. So they got to give him 10 yards.
As they're trying to hang on to this one-goal lead.
This is Quinn Hilger for the Titans to take this free kick. A lot of players bunching in the box. Titans down by just 1 goal. The chip in the middle. Header goes straight up in the air. Contested. Gabe Buxton got in there, leveled somebody, and he got whistled for it. The big guy from the back line, and that's part of the gamble that you're going to see more and more of. They're putting their bigger guys up.
They've got to do that.
But Buxton got called for the foul, so. If there's one guy in that mix who looked like a football player, it was Gabe Buxton.
Yeah, I know it.
And he got whistled. So, but if the ball was near him, he would have had a good chance at a header for a goal. South doing a good job of maintaining possession as several North offensive players took a run at the ball. Somehow South finds a way to string the passes and get it up the field. Here's a feed to the center by Emmanuel Orozco.
They're all over Dukeshire when he touches the ball.
In the corner it goes, ushering it out of bounds. Goal kick. Yeah. I'm sure that South would like to get Emmanuel Orozco a lot more touches than he's gotten in recent minutes. I think there's a reason why Simon Costa yields the free kicks or the goal kicks to Daniel Guzman, because he can kick it a long way as he did there, but South's right back on the attack.
Goal kicks usually come right back to you. They
Seems
usually,
like it, doesn't it?
They usually come right back to you. You're not able to really maintain possession. The other team pushing ahead with the ball in the air has the momentum.
They haven't really developed a good formula for goal kicks to ensure possession on the receiving end. As Tom said, it's if you watched Bruins hockey your whole life like me, there used to be this play where Espo would go around the net, Bobby Orr would give it to him, Espo would skate up the boards, he'd give it back to Orr, and then Orr would skate all the way down the ice.
There you go.
That's the equivalent of the goal kick in hockey, but it was a surefire way to get the puck all the way down into the offensive zone back when you watched the old Bruins do it, and they haven't figured out a similar formula in soccer yet. Long kick from Guzman and a South header, but Titans steal it back. The chip into the middle and a chance for the Titans here. They settle it.
Just a bouncer
Hilger,
wide.
wow, good chance.
Boy.
Let's watch that one again.
Yeah.
Here's the launch, Tom, on the.
Watch this. Harmless shot, you think? Look at that bounce.
Ooh.
Just barely.
Quinn Hilger with a bid. Leo Capico boots it down the middle. Gabe Buxton steps up with the header, trying to keep it in bounds and keep possession. Was Preston Thompson, but South steals it away. Returning the favor is Daniel Guzman to the middle. Pat Hyde up ahead. Good ball with momentum. South intercepting, though. The backline defenders of North do a nice job. Pass too far ahead of Aiden Castro. Buxton lofts it to the middle. Pat Hyde again springing. Teammate Max Lopez. Lopez down the middle gets a return pass to the center. Jake Dukeshire. Dukeshire played back by Ethan Amata. Look at South did everything but get a shot away right there. A lot of tic-tac-toe passing in the danger zone, but nobody really squared up to the net where in a position they could launch. And it'll be a South throw-in the offensive half of the field. A South substitution as Jacob Dukeshire comes off and Ananth Rangan comes on, number 21 for the Panthers. Fresh set of legs with under 20 minutes to go. So in effect, the fourth quarter of a game that is split up only into 40-minute halves. South is clinging to a 2-1 lead at the moment, but not under too many scoring threats by the Titans to tie this thing up. Daniel Guzman teeing it up in the goal crease. Looking downfield to see if he can find anybody with some space as he tries to feed it to Alex Davidovich, number 17. They actually do connect, but Davidovich, it has it deflected out of bounds. The throw-in. Kind of a home run pass toward Davidovich.
Well, now it's time. You get 19:06 to play. Now it's time for North to turn up the heat.
Well, they have a chance here. They've got some best field position in a while. Alexander Davidovich with the throw-in. Knocked out of bounds by South. Joseph Morse also up front, number 3 for the Titans, looking for an opportunity to tie this thing up. Stephen Norris, number 8, with the throw-in. Loose ball finds its way to Emmanuel Orozco. Orozco with a little bit of space to work with, takes it toward the sideline. Slides it on ahead to Ethan Amata. Down the sideline, nicely done. Good ball movement, Ananth Ragnan. To the middle, a lot of space here to line one up, and he tried to pass it. Shot and a line of the goal to the right.
That was the turn, and I thought that they had their best shot right there. That was the chance.
Yep, and he left-footed it and hooked it too much. So not called upon to make a
Daniel
save.
Miranda had the chance right there.
Down the middle it goes. Booted upfield by Pat Hyde in a foot race. Simon Costa, the goaltender, is going to get there first. See the Nashua River through the trees in the background. Beautiful Saturday evening here in Nashua, first Saturday of October 2019. Battle of the Bridge. South 1 win away from tying it up 8-1. North would love to steal a victory here, trailing 2-1 with 17 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Running time in soccer, of course. Spin move by the Titans. Number 10. Quinn Hilger. Hilger, though, not able to get that crucial next 20 or 30 yards of real estate to get a scoring chance off. Return pass. Knocked out of bounds by South on the sideline, so it's a throw-in rather than a corner kick for the Titans, but again, good field position. Double teamed in the corner is Aiden Castro and knocked out of bounds off of him. So the South will quickly throw it in. Nice step up steal by Quinn Hilger, but he got double teamed and it was taken away. Back to Preston Thompson. Thompson earns a throw in, far side. Straight up in the air. Colin McMahon, number 12, got a knee on it. Gabe Buxton, imposing physical presence. You saw one of the Panther players slow down as he approached, but Buxton can't control it, and it goes out of bounds off of him. Throw in for the Panthers. Mass substitution now for South. 3 players coming onto the pitch.
You don't want fatigue to be a factor if you're South.
Coming into the game are Saif Namat, number 8, Lucas Diaz, and Jake Dukeshire returns, number 17. Jesse Hartula, one of the players that takes a breather, coming to the sideline for South. One of the starters, number 6. So a throw in for North. Down the sideline it goes. South takes it away. Good flick on passes by a series of South players, and they are deep in North territory just that quickly. Simon Costa scoops it up, and no actual shot on goal. Hasn't been a shot on goal in quite a while. Ball loose near sideline. Good job of juggling and controlling by Colin Miller, number 9, trying to push the ball on ahead. Quinn Hilgard had no teammate to pass it to. Titans get it back momentarily. Gabe Buxton in space over by the sideline. Now he's pursued by Ananth Ragnan, who takes it away. Down the field it goes, far sideline, and trying to keep it in. Nope, out of bounds. South throw in. Saif Namat, number 8, over there, has the ball. Saif gives it back to the thrower inner, and it's a loose ball in front. Orozco got a shot away, but it was blocked immediately. Looked like
13:38 to go. Time is running out for the Titans here.
Daniel Guzman, I think, blocked that shot by Orozco. Ball bounces harmlessly.
But it's all going to take one bounce, one break, one burst of speed, and then it would be up to Capico.
You think there's going to be one more goal in this thing?
I think there will be as North either cheats up, or they get an advantage, and South scores, or they get an advantage somehow.
Trying to center that one was Ethan Amata, who's got one of the 2 goals for South. That ball ends up in the stands.
Yes, as we could hear. Bang against the metal.
They got another one, though. They'll play on. Official thought they played on a little bit too quickly, and they'll do the throw-in again. Number 11, Pat Hyde, tosses it in. So I've watched enough soccer now to know that you have to use 2 hands when you throw it in. You can't just do a one-handed Tom Brady heave. You have to put 2 hands on the ball. Of course, that hinders the distance that you can throw it. Some of these guys can really heave it with 2 hands, though. Corner kick for the Panthers, and the right footer, Emmanuel Orozco, getting ready to launch. Will South be able to take their first 2-goal lead of the game? It's chipped toward the center, and all the way across the field it goes, basically untouched before it's collected by Daniel Miranda. Miranda hands it off, chipped up in the air, headed away by the Titans defense. Kick and a goal! What a shot! And it's Ethan Amata with his 2nd goal of the game. Beautiful.
Watch this shot. Left foot, bullseye. Right up over the reach of the goaltender.
Ethan Amata knew it. He knew it so well that I don't even think he saw it go in. He turned around and started celebrating with the fist pump right away.
Yep.
And that is the goal that will probably seal the deal.
Yeah, I would think so.
With 11:51 remaining in the contest, Ethan Amata just got a little bit of space And the fans who know Ethan started to cheer even before he put his foot to that. They saw it coming. And he finished. Simon Costa was in no man's land as the goaltender. I mean, I don't know what kind of world-class goal you would have had to been to save that one, because that was perfectly placed in the far upper right quadrant.
Fabulous.
So you get critics of soccer that say it's not enough scoring or boring. There's
There's
shot.
been a lot more scoring this year, a lot more better play, I think. This has been a good year, I think, for high school soccer. John, North goaltender gave it everything he had on that and still couldn't reach it.
It was Colin McMahon that launched that shot, and had a little bit of space there, something to the far corner. He might have had something.
Simon Costas played a good game. I mean, he survived a lot down at this end in the first half.
Oh, yeah. But those two perfectly placed shots by Amata, one in the first half, another one here in the second half. Those are the reasons why the lovers of soccer call it the beautiful game, because of that, shots like that. In the back of the onion bag.
That'd be that one, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
That one stuck in my head, along with
I bet
the Johnny Most call. I was like a kid, and George Gervin, I almost said Gershwin. George Gervin was guarding Larry Bird, the Iceman. George Gervin does commercials now. And there we go. In front, look out. And another goal. It looks like an exact replica of his second goal. Ethan Amata has the hat trick. Look at this shot, Tom.
Boom. Upper corner, same thing, left foot.
You cannot leave him alone there on the field. He's deadly.
This is why Tom Bellin feels he's got a top 4 team.
Spectacular. Oh, he does. Ethan Amata.
Hat trick.
With 3 goals. Just amazing placement. That one looked like it came off the left side of his left foot by design. It had like a screwball effect as it went past the lunge of Simon Costa. It's a 4-1 Nashua South lead, folks. 4-1 with 9:34 remaining. That goal came with 9:34 left. So just a couple of minutes apart. Ethan Amata here in the second half, along with his goal in the first half. Just amazing. Double E comes up large. Double E makes it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still out there? Because you don't know. Somebody's that hot. I think.
Yeah, he's
there
right
he
here
is,
in front
right
of
there.
us.
Number
Right here in front of
14.
us.
Yep.
They're not moving him.
Right. 8.5 minutes left in the contest. I guess the second goal was the prettiest. He's going to come off now.
Yep, to a big ovation.
Yeah, there he is. Ethan Amata. Great close-up of him. He's all smiles, and he should be. Look at the hugs from the teammates. What a game that young man has just had. Congratulations, Ethan. One of the few sports we were allowed to celebrate early.
Yeah, pretty much. I know it. Huh?
Yeah. It's hard to score 1 or 2 goals in 10 minutes in soccer. South's up by 3. North playing for pride, though. They're going to try to answer back. Everybody's, look at that footwork. Nicely done by Lucas Diaz in traffic. And he hits the turf. And let me see if I can get back to some of that footwork we just saw from. Look at this guy work. Oh, that was before. That was right after, actually. He had dribbled successfully through 3 or 4 players. Did Lucas Diaz. Yeah, all 3 goals were pretty by Ethan Amata.
Oh, definitely.
I guess number 2 was the most impressive because I don't think even a pro goalie could have stopped it. But they were all good. Making the most of his opportunities. And he didn't look like a senior to me. Not that I'm a great judge of high school ages, but look at that loose ball and a good decision by Leo Capico to come
well,
off
like
his
every
line
good goaltender will try to take a play himself if he thinks that he's not going to get caught out of position.
Yeah. Trying to retrieve that. Not quite able to run it down was Emmanuel Orozco. The throw in for the Titans. Trying to make something out of it. Not able to connect, though, down the near sideline. The ball is going to go over the end line for a goal kick with exactly 6 minutes left. And counting down here at Stellos Stadium in Nashua. John Collins along with Tom King, Frank Wall, Tim O'Neill, and Jim McLean, our camera crew, and at the controls on a beautiful Saturday, October 5 of 2019, Battle of the Bridge. South looks like they're about to even things up. 8-8, all sports combined, 8-8-1.
Gonna go to that cheerleading competition.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
you were out, and I said that.
Yeah,
the tiebreaker is the state cheerleading competition the first Sunday in November.
Oh, so they do have the tiebreaker.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Yep.
First Sunday in November.
Yep.
What was the one they tied in the Battle of the Bridge?
It was boys JV soccer.
Ah. I believe when we went into the volleyball game last night, the freshman football game was going on. It looked like to me anyway.
Yes, I believe North won that.
Okay.
And there's no JV football, which I got to look into. I want to know why. I don't know if South's got enough for JV football. I'm not sure.
Oh. Yeah, rather than have a JV, just everybody's on the varsity maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a freshman team. Hitting the deck pretty hard on the far sideline. I hope he's okay. He is getting up slowly. That is number 20 for North, Gaurav Maharjan. And he hit the turf pretty hard, as you see. But he is back on his feet and walking it off in live action. Gaurav looks okay as he gets a nice hand, and it's also getting a nice hand are 3 of South's starters coming off the field, including goal scorer C.J. Daw and Jacob Dukeshire and number 10, Lucas Diaz, all coming off the pitch with exactly 5 minutes to go and time being kept down on the field. The Titans looking for that elusive second goal. And they kick one that goes off of a player and out of bounds. That should be a corner kick for North. That was Stephen Norris who kicked that ball that was deflected out of bounds off of a white jersey. So with less than 5 minutes to go and North down 4-1, they have a chance to cut into that deficit here with a corner kick coming up. Matthew Urea had a beautiful save earlier in the game, or it would be 5-1 perhaps. There's a long corner to the far post, and looked like a couple of North Attacker's got a header on it, but it goes out of bounds harmlessly without any shot on goal. North entered the contest with 5 wins, 3 losses, and a tie. They will fall to 5-4, and South will improve their record to 8-2.
8-2, and it's a well-deserved 8-2.
Bouncing back from a 2-0 loss to Londonderry on Tuesday, and only 2 losses this season. So, if you enjoy soccer, high school soccer, you will want to see Ethan and Amata play some more, and the rest of the.
You sure will.
Yeah.
You know, that's. But there's other players on this team.
There is other players.
You know,
Yep. And they could come up with a hat trick.
That's the beauty of this team. But do they have enough to make it into, you know, to get past maybe a semi, win a quarterfinal and get to the semis? Well, do they have enough? That's the question.
Put this one down.
Yep.
October 10 at 7 p.m. at Bedford.
Yep, that'll be a classic.
Action on the far sideline now as we wind our way down. Probably only about 2 minutes remaining as they keep the time down on the field. 4-1 South in the lead here in the Battle of the Bridge boys soccer. Goals by C.J. Daw and 3 by Ethan Amata. Whistle. I tell you too, that kind of play by Ethan Amata, I would think that is a scholarship to play soccer at the next level about to happen. Keep working hard. Time winding down here at Stellos Stadium. There's 1 whistle blast. That means the game continues. I think the players were bracing for the 3 whistle blast, indicating an end of a match, but it's just a free kick for the Panthers. So they're playing this one out. South steals it away, number 7. For the Panthers. Ryan Hadoush, number 12, out there. Back to get it is Stephen Norris for North, and also Ryan Downing intercept. Number 19 is Makram Alkach. Makram Alkach, number 19 out there for North. Trying to get a touch, but South intercepts. Ryan Downing looking for space. Kicks it off the foreleg of South's number 29 with some JV players out there right now whose names do not appear on my roster, so apologies for not saying their names. That is it. That is the final whistle, and a resounding victory for Nashua High South boys soccer as they move to a record of 8-2 with a 4-1 win over their city rival Nashua High North, who fall to 5-4-1. Several games left in the season, including, of course, that big matchup against Bedford for South on October 10th, a night game in Bedford. For Tom King and Frank Wallen, Jim McLean and Tim O'Neill, and our executive producer Pete Johnson, I'm John Collins, thanking you for watching, and good night from Stellos Stadium, everybody.